Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is JJ. I'm a writer, a reader, a lover of words, and today we're doing another poetry react. This book is called Tennyson to Whitman, the Harvard Classics Collector's Edition, and can we just talk about how beautiful it is? I love this book. It's so good. Today we're doing another poetry react, and I will be reading from a poem by Dante Gabriel Rossetti. This is called Heart's Compass. If you've never seen me do one of these before, I read a poem and then I respond to it, and that's it. That's the whole video. So if you are interested in learning more poems, hearing more poems, engaging with poetry in the way that poets use words, because that's how I got into this, stick around. Heart's Compass by Dante Gabriel Rossetti. I guess it's probably Gabriel, but I don't know. Just seems right to say Gabriel. I'm probably wrong there. Sorry, Dante. Okay. Sometimes thou seem'st not as thyself alone, but as the meaning of all things that are, a breathless wonder shadowing forth afar, some heavenly solstice hushed and halcyon, whose unstirred lips are music's visible tone, whose eyes the sun gate of the soul unbar, being of its furthest fires oracular, the evident heart of all life sown and mown. Even such love is, and is not thy name love? Yea, by thy hand the love god rends apart all gathering clouds of night's ambiguous art, flings them far down and sets thine eyes above, and simply as some gauge of flower or glove, stakes with a smile the world against thy heart. This feels to me in tone a love poem. I might be completely wrong with that. I'm no poetry expert. I just like reading and words. But this feels, it has the sentiment, at least in the initial reading of a love poem, talking about how somebody is not just the being that is, they're not just their physical being, they're also their inner world and their spiritual being and the nature of a soul, right? Like who is a person really? What is a personality when you come down and think about it? And this feels like Dante's attempt to put that answer into words, right? Specifically about somebody that he loves. So, as the meaning of all things that are, a breathless wonder shadowing forth afar, some heavenly solstice hushed and halcyon, whose unstirred lips are music's visible tone, whose eyes the sun gate of the soul unbar, being of its furthest fires oracular. The evident heart of all life sown and mown. Mown as in like to mow a lawn, right? So you grow it and then you tend it. The evident heart of essentially all life on earth. That's, why don't people talk like that anymore? This is lovely. It just makes me feel like I've been hugged by a poem and a poet that I had never heard of until today. There's not much that I can say other than it's beautiful, and I wish somebody would say this about me. And also, what a beautiful depiction of the inner being and of the way that people, when they fall in love, can see past that external to understand and really acknowledge the inner being that is within a person. Because that's what happens when you get to know somebody deeply, and that's what has to happen when you're falling in love. But even as you get to know like a deep friend, right? You get to know them in such a way that is so much more than just the question of who they are and what they like and what they look like, but rather what they care about, what they're passionate about, what drives them. That's really when you get to know a person, in my opinion, is when you know what drives them and encourages them and spurs them into action. There you go. That's today's Poetry React. If you enjoyed this, go check out the rest of the Poetry Reacts on my channel and stick around because I do videos about words and writing, and sometimes I read you poems and other times I talk about my own books. And most of the time I'm just sharing daily things from the life of somebody who is a bookworm. I don't read quickly, so I don't post about the books that I have read super often, but more just talk about the vibe of being somebody who loves books. So if that resonates with you, stick around if you want to. I think that'd be kind of fun. You can also follow me elsewhere. You can find me and my channels and the same vibe at author JJ Hannah everywhere else on social media, and also at authorjjhannah.com. You can read some of the short fiction that I have written. Also, make sure that you go check out my merch shop because supporting me there supports the channel, which would be fantastic. So if you'd like to support me financially, which would be greatly appreciated, you can do that through the merch shop, or you can just buy me a coffee through Ko-fi. There's a link down below. Thanks so much for spending the time with me today, and until next time, I'll see you then. Bye!